So shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'll start off by saying Barakathon, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to the whole elect. Start with the 144,000, shalom. All right, so Lord willing, this to be quick and edifying, through the Spirit been on me, all day. Lord willing. Well, since I got home, I was studying earlier, and I wanted to go into, the spirit of sleep, spirit of slumber, because you got to understand, Elder Apostle Kabari did a lesson, it was, talking about visionary, right? Having that vision, having the vision, really understanding through the spirit, the visions that the prophets, the things seen, right? What is that? Jeremiah 28. Right, Proverbs 28, I started verse 8, right? It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries and against kingdoms of war and of evil and pestilence, right? It says, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh has truly sent him. And we understand, Yahweh Yahweh Shai, Romans 15:4. Things are written the 4 times for our learning. Yahweh Yahweh Shai would show the prophet's visions, things that's think about what prophet Isaiah 13, right? He didn't know that was talking about America, right? But they would give him these visions and they would write these things down or whatnot, right? And when you understand it, I got right here in my notes, right? Isaiah didn't understand the vision at the time because he thought it was talking about Babylonian Empire, which he was in that time. But it's talking about what? Babylon today, America, right? But guess who revealed that into us? Revelation, it's like 1 Corinthians chapter 2, right? The spirit of Yahweh Shai, right? But it's these visions that, these people can't see, right? Most people can't see it. Most people don't get it, I have my notes, but really, right here, John really seeing the beast, but these beasts represent what? These beasts represent empires, right? Represent my empire. And when you even go to Daniel 7, right? Daniel 7, starting off, his name in the beast, which represents empires, right? Then you jump down to verse 17. It says, "The great beasts, which are 4 kings, which shall rise out of the earth," right? But most people won't be able to get it. Most people don't be able to understand it because why? They don't have the vision, right? The vision not upon the spirit, not on it. They're in that sleep. What is that? Let's say, most I got the angel blocking them. Let me go to that. Isaiah. But I wasn't necessarily going into that aspect. I just wanted, the spirits only going to that. But the aspect I was really going into is like the other day, because I was thinking the other day, when Elder Apostle were going to the lesson, I was thinking the other day, me and the brothers just talking about how we done had a dream. I was telling them about a dream. I had one day, I ain't did that's like a testimony, because I can't remember it vividly, but in these dreams, we were flying, right? Things so we done had, brothers done had dreams and whatnot. Brothers done came out and did testimonies, talking about their dreams, right? On the fact. And it's like when you're reading a book, it's like, I think, what is it called? Foreshadow, is it called? Let me search a little different. I don't want to quote the wrong word. Not necessarily foreshadowing. I can't think of the word for what is it called when you reading a book and vision. Visualizing, slacking. Visualizing, right? Slacking, how about you? Right, Rockethon, how about you? Right, but it's called visualize. You know how like when you're reading a book, you like visualizing what's going on as you're reading the book. Well, that's how he is when we're reading his Bible. We can visualize the kingdom. You can visualize these things, right? Because you got to think, the prophets before time, they was witness of these things Yahushua did. We based off faith. This is just faith, we believe these things and we understand through the Spirit Yahushua have faith that these things are gonna happen. right? Things the past done came to pass, right? But understanding we had that vision in our head, like Pastor Gabar, he like to mention, the truth give us a glimpse to the future, and we can see it through the Spirit. Or we can see it. We can see the kingdom. We can see the destruction of Babylon. We can see things, understand. We can see these things, right? But most of these guys can't get it because why? Yahweh Shem is not dealing with them. They won't be able to see the good things, right? They don't have a vision. They don't have a vision. That's why they don't believe in it. People believe in their dreams. People believe in their dreams. Not necessarily. I'm not talking about when you laying down sleep. I'm talking about people believe in their dreams, their goals that they have for each other because they sit down and visualize how it will look. A guy visualize him being in the NFL, being an NBA star. They visualize these things. But we sit back and visualize us being in the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We sit back and visualize the destruction that's coming upon. We visualize these things, right? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua bring these things into us, right? This is Joel 2. And this is Joel 2. Right, and this is I'll start verse 27. It says, "Ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, and none else. My people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions." Right? So we see these things, right? These visions, these dreams, we have these things because Yahweh Shem Yahshua is revealing us to them through His Spirit. Right? He's showing us these things. He gives us a glimpse of the future of what's to come. Right? But you have these 2/3. I want to say Isaiah now. I don't want to wrong. Let me see. Bear with me, y'all. Let's see if I type it in this way, it come up. Bear with me. Bear with me. I want to say it's Ezekiel. Let's turn this off. Ezekiel 9. Dang, what is that? Chapter. Let me see if I type it in. Yahweh got the angel. Normalize spell, bear with me. Okay. It's Isaiah 6. I know it'll come up. It's Isaiah 6. Let's see. Yeah, this is it right here, right? So this is Isaiah 6, right? And let's see. I started verse 6. It said, "Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a coal in his hand, which he had taken with tongs from the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched my lips, and thy iniquity has taken away thy sin, and it's like it's taken away, and thy sin purged." Now, then I want to say the seraphim is an angel, right? We can go into it right here. Gosh, it's like I'm saying it wrong. The seraphim. I'm saying it right or wrong, but you get the picture. It's an angel, man. Right? Yeah, angel. Right. But anyways, right. So verse 8 it says, "Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? Whom will go for us? Then said, Here I am, send me." Right? Talking about the angel said, "Here I am, send me," right? He said, Go unto the people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. see ye indeed, but perceive not. Right? He said, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy. Shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, understand with their heart, and be converted and healed. So meaning what? Yahweh Shah an angel, and he's blocking these people from understanding. The angel is blocking you from getting understanding, from seeing the vision, from getting his knowledge. They don't be able to see the good things. They don't know where's no vision. People perish. Why? Because they're in sleep. They're in the spirit of slumber, right? They're zombies. They dead. You gotta think. What that? Luke, right? The spirit quickening means brings alive. They're not alive, man. They're alive in the flesh, but not alive spiritually. So they dead, so they can't see the spiritual things. The natural man receive not the spiritual things. It's like receive things of the spirit. They can't see these things. I want to say, what is that? I'm not Habakkuk, Baruch. Because if you sleep, man, how you gonna see it, right? Let's see. Bear with me. Is that Baruch? I want to say it might be 3. Oh, Baruch 3 and 4, right? It says, O Lord Almighty, thou power of Israel, hear none the prayers of the dead Israelites, of the children which have sinned before thee, and not hearken to the voice of their power, for which caused these plagues cleave unto us. So how you gonna pray? How you gonna see if you dead? They dead spiritually. They dead. They lost. They lost. Right? That spirit of sleep, that slumber, man. How you gonna pray if you dead? How the Most High gonna hear you if you not? How the Most High gonna hear you if you dead? You ain't alive spiritually. You caught up in the flesh, caught up in the way of the world, which is not of you. How about outside? They in the dead, man. They're dead. They in the congregation of death. That's why he said what? He who won rather the way of righteousness. I'm really paraphrasing. So remain in the congregation of the dead. Those dead. They're the ones how about outside not dealing with. And you got those 2/3, and them the ones he blocking from receiving this truth because they got to go through that judgment. They got to receive that. They got to receive that chastisement because they take his mercy for granted. The example I like to use, hey, when you keep telling the baby, sit down, and the baby don't want to sit down, and you gotta, or they at first you call it this word gentle parents. Now you gotta really get on there. Hey, sit down now. That's how about I gotta do with these 2/3, man. Right? He really gotta get on their tail, right? Let's see. I don't got the Baruch in the NLT. Was the reason NLT, right? But they dead, man. How you gonna pray if you dead? How y'all about y'all gonna deal with you if you dead, right? Once again, Luke, right? What is that? Break it out real fast. Let me just type in quick. John, it's like I said, Luke, John 6 and 63, right? It says, John 6, I started verse 63, I was saying I was going to start it, right? It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth me what? To bring alive spiritually. The flesh profit of nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they're life. So these people can't receive these spiritual things because why? They spiritually dead. They spiritually discern, right? They dead, right? And guess what? Now they got to go through that justice. Now they got to go through that punishment, right? Because they didn't receive these things. How about saying outside got them ordained for that punishment? Because those are the same ones who believe in outside back then. He said, verse 64. But there are some of you that believe not, for Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not, and who should betray him. He knew that, right? At verse 65, he said, therefore said I unto you, no man can come unto me, except it was given unto him of my Father, right? And that's through the Spirit. You got ones who ordained to be delivered. You got ones who ordained to be destroyed. And Yahushua got them in the spirit of slumber, the spirit of sleep, where they can't receive the knowledge, understand, where they can't see the goodness, where they can't envision the goodness of Yahushua. They can't see it. They can't understand. Even the ones who in it, they don't truly see it, so they fall out. They lose faith in it. like I mentioned before, when people had these people, I ain't talking about sleep dreams. When people had these dreams of being this, being that, being this in the world, they envision themselves being that. They envision themselves catching the game winning touchdown. They envision themselves making the biggest song. They envision themselves shooting the game winning shot. They envision these things, so they go hard to chase those visions. But we envision the kingdom. We envision the goodness of Yahweh Shah. But they can't receive these things. They can't see those things. So we go hard in these things. You know how people like they doubted my dream, they doubted my vision. Well, a lot of people doubt, but we see it, so we go hard and put the work in behind it because we see through the Spirit, have faith to understand that we can achieve these things through Yahweh Shah. Right? This Romans 11:7. Before I close it out, right? It says, "What then? Israel has not obtained it which he seeketh for, but the election had to obtain it, and the rest were blinded, according as it is written. Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber, the spirit of slumber." They spiritually dead, man, right? Eyes that they should not see and ears they should not hear until this day, right? They spiritually sleep, man, right? They spiritually sleep, right? Because here we are in verse 10, and David said, "Let their table be a snare." I think it's in Psalms, I want to say 67, if I'm not mistaken. Let their table be a snare, because what David said, what King David said, what supposed to be for their welfare has become a trap unto them, because they can't receive this knowledge. They can't get this knowledge, so guess what? It's a trap to them. It's what's going to lead them to their destruction for them not understanding this knowledge, but them not getting it. Hosea 4:6. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They reject, they spiritually sleep, they can't get it, they can't receive it. Once again, 1 Corinthians 2:14, man. The natural man, this fleshly man, can't receive the things of the spiritual. He's spiritually discerned, man. He's spiritually dead, right? Spirit of slumber. He said, "Made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened." When your eyes dark, you can't see, right? Your eyes dark, you can't see. When you close your eyes, put your hand on your eye, you can't see nothing. You can't envision nothing. All you think you see is pitch black, right? He said that they may not see and bow down their back always. When eyes dark, meaning what? They can't see or understand the doctrine. They don't see the visions. They don't see the goodness in Yahweh. So they can't envision these things, right? So when you tell them these things, they can't visualize it. They can't see it because Yahweh outside how their eyes darken. They spiritually dead, right? Spirit of sleep, Lord willing, right? So, Lord willing, let's edify and exalting, right? Something quick, Lord willing, through the Spirit. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shout out to the whole